Ugh. Okay, time to learn what these tricks are called, because everyone gets all these tricks wrong, so I'm gonna clarify it. There's some things I do, and there's gonna be a lot of things you guys do. It'll help you clear things up so you can learn better scooter tricks and know the proper names for them. What are we talking about? First, we're gonna start super basic, and then we're gonna make our way up until we're at the more complicated tricks. So for you beginner guys, we're gonna start low, and then we're gonna progressively go up. So first, manual and wheelie. There's no such thing as wheelie on a scooter. It's only manual. There's brakeless manual, there's brake manual, and that's it. If you do a one-footed manual, it's a one-footed manual. Because a wheelie, we don't have pedals, so you can't pedal. And also, pushing on a scooter is also not called pedaling. If you guys were curious about that, I have heard that before. It is not called pedaling because you don't have pedals. You have a, hold on, let me get my, my bike really fast. So as you see on my bicycle, there's no pedals. There is a surface. Dang, Will, do you see any pedals?
Here, yeah, check behind the logo.
So basically my point is there's no pedals on a scooter. So you push. So when you are getting speed using your foot, it is called pushing. So if you guys are curious, again, it's called pushing. All right, you know what? I basically said everything I needed to say. Next one, next trick. Tail whip versus oppo tail whip. I want you to think for a second. Is it a tail whip and oppo whip, or is it a tail whip and heel whip? A or B? A or B, choose. You choose, well, it's B. It's B. You only do tail whips and heel whips. I know it's kind of confusing at first because you're just doing like an oppo tail whip, and if you ride with a bunch of bikers, then it kind of makes sense. Like I used to ride with a bunch of bikers, so I just called it like an oppo whip for a little bit, but then my friend was like, oh yeah, it's a heel whip. Oh, okay, that makes sense. If you don't understand why it's called the heel whip, it's because you're kicking it with your heel. If you're natural heel, then it's also called a heel whip, not a tail whip, because a tail whip is with your toes, and a heel whip is with your heel. So if you're natural heel, you do a natural heel whip, not natural tail whip, or oppo tail whip. Heel whip, heel whip, heel whip! Carry on. Hello again. Now this is a big one. Flare versus a flip 180. A flare is a flip air. So if you see someone do a backflip 180 on the quarter pipe and land back in, that's a flare. Flare just is short for flip air. If someone does a flare fly out, it is actually called a flip 180. It's because they're not doing a flip air to fakie, they're doing a flip 180 to fakie, fly out, you know what I mean? If you ever see anyone do a flare to fakie, it is a flip 180. And also, if someone does a flip drop, it's just a flip drop, not a flare drop, because again, they're not doing a flip air into the ramp. And a backflip to fakie is just a backflip to fakie, not a flare to fakie, because you're not spinning or anything like that. So if you guys are wondering, if you do a backflip and land backwards, just a flip to fakie, backflip to fakie, whatever. Or if you do a front flip to fakie, then it's a front flip to fakie. If you end up doing that, that is really gnarly. And same thing for a flail, which is a front flip air. If you do it onto a quarter, it's a flail or a front flare. And then if you do it fly out, it's just a front flip 180. So whenever I did the front flare cam plant to front flip in on the mega ramp or the tornado plant, I actually am doing a front flip air because I'm doing a plant trick, doing a trick to some sort of plant, whether it's a judo, can, knack, Texas plant, anything like that. It still makes it an air trick. Me doing a front flare cam plant is still a front flare cam plant, not a front flip 90 to cam plant. And the reasoning is because you do the trick out of the quarter pipe and then you're intentionally going back into the quarter pipe. So it still makes it an air trick technically. Full whips versus rotor whips. So basically the bars and the deck are moving at the same time and go all the way around at a 360-degree motion. And then a rotor whip is when the bars go the opposite way of the tail whip, which makes it a rotor whip because they're going opposite direction. If you were to do it heel side, there would be heel rotor. So you throw the heel one way and then you throw the bar the opposite way. And then there's full heels, where you do, and that's when you do the bar and the heel at the same time in the same direction. Front side and back side grinds. The way you know that it's front side or back side, it depends on the way that you're running up to the rail. Not running, but riding up to the rail. The way you'll know is that if you're going up to the rail and your back is facing the rail, that makes it back side. And then if you're going up to the rail and let's say your knees and your stomach are facing the rail, it makes front side. So if you do front board, you're just getting on the rail. If you do front lip, you bring that wheel over, but it's still on the same side, you know what I mean? And then vice versa. You get the picture, front side, back side, learning stuff. I know, school time with Clayton. I should be a teacher. Screw What? You're gonna interrupt my video again? we got our rail, we got our scooter. When you're coming up the rail and your back is facing the rail, that makes it back side. And then if you're coming at the rail this way, that makes it front side because your chest is facing the rail. For example, when you come up backside and you do a board slide, that makes it a back board. Back wheel over the rail and you back lip like so. Back 50, you hop on, grind it like that. Feeble, Smith, all that good stuff. Other way around. So for front side, same thing. When you approach the rail with your chest facing the rail and you get on, that would make it a front board, like so. So just a board slide, but you're on the front side. Front lip, you bring your back wheel over, makes it front lip, front 50, front feeble, front Smith, all that jazz. That's kind of an easy way to learn how to remember it. Now, Buttercups versus Umbrella Cups. This is a big thing. I'm gonna say 95% of people who do Buttercups actually do whip umbrella whips. I personally do whip umbrella whips, so I'm a hypocrite when it comes to this, but the only people that I've personally seen do legitimate Buttercups is Raymond Warner, the inventor, and Dakota. I know there's more, the only two I can think of off the top of my head. All right, so this right here is a whip umbrella whip. The reasoning is because you're literally doing a whip umbrella and then late whip. Because whenever you do a whip umbrella, you throw it like over in front of you, almost like an inward, and then you whip. A Buttercup, it goes whip, bri, and the bri goes backwards towards you and then whip. So that's kind of one way to tell the difference between them. I know people are probably gonna call it Buttercup forever, and I'm probably gonna call it Buttercup forever, but that's technically actually the proper meaning for it. This is a big one. Big, really big, huge. A bar catch and a whip catch. Not a trick, not in the slightest. Decade versus 3 downhill. A decade is where if you've ever played Pump BMX 3, you do complete spin around your scooter deck stays still. It does not move. On a scooter, pretty difficult to do, to get it like to not move at all because we don't have the weight to actually keep it there. Because on a bike, they can kind of like jump around it and it makes the frame stay still, but on a scooter, you know, the deck wobbles a lot. So normally it turns into a 3 downhill. A decade is where you do 360 oppo whip or a 360 downhill. So the difference between it is a 3 downhill, you actually kick the deck towards you and catch it because it's just like a 360 down whip. You just do it, catch it, and then you kind of like open up and get ready to land. And then decade, you just spin completely around the axis of your scooter and land back on. That's the difference. A decade is not just a 3 downhill, they're 2 completely different tricks. Not really same, but different.
We are same, but different, but still same.
So this isn't your average trick. This isn't something that you see kids do every single day, but for me, I've been tagged a lot in it, and it's kind of made me a little bit frustrated. I'm just gonna touch base on it. An Indy flip versus a double fast plant front flip. And the difference is an Indy flip, you basically stand still and swing the scooter back and forth, and then you throw it and catch it and swing around, so you get like the extra momentum to come around. And then a double fast plant is where instead of doing a normal fast plant front flip with one foot, you take both feet off and fast plant, and then you have to like muscle that thing around and then land it. So the difference is that an Indy flip, you swing. A double fast plant, you do it like a normal fast plant front flip, but with 2 feet, and it's really hard. So just wanted to clear that up. The biggest one of them all, Cashrolls versus 360 front flip. Cashrolls is not a 360 front flip, people. It's not. You might think so, but it's not. A Cashrolls was mainly invented by BMX riders, and the whole idea of it on a bike, it's hard for them to spin an actual 360 front flip like you would on a trampoline, because it's just the weight of their bike. It doesn't really work all that well. So a Cashrolls is actually a 180 to backflip 180. So you do the 180 first and then do a backflip. If you ever watch Ryan Williams do it, his Cashrolls is the best example because he does it very proper. So on a scooter, Ryan Williams probably has one of the best Cashrolls. I've only seen a few scooter riders do like an actual proper one. Most scooter riders do 360 front flips because we don't have the weight to actually do the 180, like a full 180 and then flip. You kind of like do it and get stuck upside down. I've tried it before and I literally got stuck upside down. So there's a few people I know, Bobby Rivas has done one, Jake Taylor, and Sean Williams. All those guys have done them fairly well. A lot of people that do normal 360 front flips is, Dakota, John Marco, and Dante Hutchinson. A 360 front flip is exactly what you would do on a trampoline. You do a 360 while spinning right off the lip, so it makes it a 360 front flip. Probably the easiest way to do it on a scooter. I feel like probably almost all scooter riders do 360 front flips. It's very rare to see a Cashrolls because it is so hard to do legitimately. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe.
Wait.
What?
We got something.
What? Oh, we got fan mail.
It's to me though.
Is it? Oh, it's from Brady. Brady. Dude? Thud?
Dude.
Dude? Okay, I got it right the first time. Very gracefully. You got a clamp. So we got this sick proto clamp from Brady. I'm actually really hyped about this. This is really sick. It kind of looks like
It's mine.
Is it yours?
Look who it's labeled to.
It's
Look
mine now.
Look at the package.
Clayton Lindley, right? It's just, no? It's like that sponsor package that we opened at one time. It was actually like, alright, let's.
Open in vlog. We don't.
We're not vlogging though.
We don't vlog.
We're not vlog. We can't open this. Dude, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, make it a vlog really quick.
All right, Harvey. I'm sorry, man. We're not gonna be able to open this. We're actually not vlog. Oh, I got Vlogasil now. I'm feeling vloggy now, bro. Woo! Vlog Central. All right, we can open it now. Don't worry, Harvey. Got you covered, man. Vlogasil always coming through with the goodies. Hi, I'm Matthew. I live in Vermont. I love your guys' videos and they are lit. Thanks, dude. And he's also 10 years old. So thank you, Matthew. You are the homie, I will say. I'm gonna open up the other one as well. Hey, that's sick. You should definitely do what this is telling you to. All right, thank you, Matthew. These are sick, man. We will hang them up ASAP so nothing bad happens to them. And thank you for the sweet envelope. I know you worked hard on this. All right, so that basically sums up the entire video. I hope you enjoyed it. So what I want you guys to do is down in the comments below, let me know what tricks confuse you. And if you have any questions, we'll go through the comments and try to help you guys out. Maybe go find someone else that's confused about something, help them out. If you completely disagree about something, comment it below and be like, you suck, Clayton, you're wrong, I hate you. You can say whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Anyways, we also have some merch in stock. I'm sideways on your screen, so turn your phone or computer or anything else sideways. Whatever you wanna do. And we'll see you tomorrow, bruh.
Merch link in bio. Undialed.co. Let's go.
Dave Nation.
Dave Nation.